New season, baby. SteelersFor7 podcast, you already know what it is, man. Gang, you already know what it is, man. Still a gang, it's the gang. You already know what it is, man. Going for that motherfucking Super Bowl, yeah.
SteelersFor7, yeah, we about to go get it. Still a gang, we win it. Go down in the trenches, yeah. We ain't trying to kick it like Drake, we do it for the Sixers, then we can kick it, yeah. This our division, the other three go missing. Come on, let's get it, yeah. This our division, Super Bowl, let's win it. SteelersFor7, yeah, we about to go get it. Still a gang, we win it. Go down in the trenches, yeah. We ain't trying to kick it like Drake, we do it for the Sixers, then we can kick it, yeah. This our division, the other three go missing. Come on, let's get it, yeah. This our division, Super Bowl, let's win it. Steeler Nation, what's going on? This your guy Kev Easy here, man. SteelersFor7 live, man. You already know when I do these things, we're gonna watch something together. You know, look, breaking news. This was reported 30 minutes ago. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be hosting. Well, really, Pittsburgh will be hosting the 2026 NFL Draft. That's fire. That's fire. The way this team, I feel like the way the team is going to trend, by that time, it's going to be a crazy building. It might be mostly Steeler fans in the building. It won't be a mixture. It definitely will be mostly Steeler fans in the building, man. So that's dope. I actually just came across that just now, man. But yeah, on this live here, I just wanted to go over because, you know, OTA started, you know, and saw Coach Tomlin's interview. I saw a little bit of it, but I seen that the players had their interviews and it came out. So I want to watch it, you know. I normally save it. Like before, I used to just watch it through, like just watch them as they go. But since I started doing SteelersFor7 live, I kind of hold off. And then when the time is right to do these lives, which will be Wednesdays up until the season, and then, you know, it'll be like random times, man. But y'all know beforehand. But, you know, I just want to watch that with y'all, man. So we're going to start this off. It's 3 videos we're going to watch, man. You know, all of them. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers YouTube page, man. Hopefully they didn't mess with my last video, so shout out to that. So we're gonna have this rocking. But if they mess with this video, then I'm gonna start doing these. People that's watching on YouTube, I'm gonna start doing these over on Twitch. You know, shout out to everybody on X watching. Shout out to everybody on Instagram that's watching as well. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
Man, really excited about getting started today. It's significant, but at the same time, you got real perspective. In the big scheme of things, it's probably not. But it's just really good to take a step with this collective and do more formal work. Instruction, teaching, and learning, whether it's in the classroom or out here. It's just good to take that step as a collective. And so we're excited about being here today. Saw some good things. Obviously saw a lot of things that's going to require our attention, whether it's an individual or a collection of individuals, but that's just kind of part of this process. Really excited about the participation and the engagement. It's been good throughout. But at the same time, we're not patting ourselves on the back for that. We realize when you have the type of goals that we have, that it's a requirement. I'll pause and open it up for questions.
Mike, you're a new quarterback. Are you getting to know those guys a little better now?
I have, but, you know, that's been ongoing. It just didn't start today. Those guys have been really good in terms of their participation and engagement. It's been fun process. It's been a fun process to get to know them, and really the way that you get to know someone professionally is to share experiences. And so the things that we're doing out here are critical to the get to know.
What do you like about the way that Justin and Russell are working together and with the receivers and their teammates?
They're professionals, and so I'm excited about that, but I'm not surprised by it. There's an expectation there. Both guys have been franchise-like guys, if you will. They've gotten out of their cars in the morning and worn the responsibility of being that guy for a franchise. And so and the best receiving it.
Speaking of the receivers, asked about them, the collective that you've got there. What do you think of that group? How it's been assembled, and could you still add to us?
I'm pleased with the work that we're getting from that group. I like the overall trajectory of it. We got some young and developing players, some guys that are excited about showing what they're capable of. But we're always open to add not only to that group but any group. That is our mentality. But I'd imagine that that's the mentality of those that we compete against as well. We're continually trying to get better in all areas.
Mike, what's your reaction to Cam?
I'm not overly concerned, to be quite honest with you. Cam's a guy with over 10,000 plus career snaps. It's probably an easier day for me with him not in here. I get to know people that I know less than him. Obviously, I know Cam very well. We've shared a lot of experiences over years. But he and I talk often. As a matter of fact, we talked twice yesterday. But that's not an irregular thing. That's what we always do. Talk about not only where he is and what's going on with him, but where this team is, because as a leader, he needs information in that regard.
Mike, related to Najee not getting the option picked up, does that reflect anything on how the team feels about him or what his role might be? And what is his attitude like in the wake?
It could reflect a lot of things, but, there's probably some depth to those waters. Sometimes it's positional related and things of that nature. There's a business component of this and of all decisions that we make. And so there's layers to it. I'm not going to try to characterize it in simplicity. That would probably be inappropriate.
How much of Justin's experience carries over into this? And how much are you guys trying to teach him?
We will see. We will see. I think some of those questions will be revealed over time.
Mike, Ryan played both sides last year. Troy obviously was on the left in college, some for right at rookie camp. How do you decide where you start those guys, and how do you want to see that progress?
I'm not overly concerned about it at this juncture. We're developing skills relative to our position, and so left and right is less important. Same thing's going on at the corner. D-Jack and Joey flipped a little bit today. Others flip a little bit. Particularly this time of year, we got to be open to flopping people, to not become one-dimensional in terms of right and left, so that we give ourselves flexibility to put our best people on the grass when it's appropriate. But it's not appropriate right now. We're at the infancy of this thing, and so, that's that.
Mike, what did you see as a center position, specifically with Frazier today?
I didn't. There was a lot to look at.
Mike, what's Cole Holcomb's situation? How is it doing in the state?
He's working to get back to us and doing a heck of a job of it.
Recordings just got better.
Okay. A few things. His Cam Hayward comments, it was kind of on par with my final thoughts of the Cam Hayward situation, man. If y'all didn't see the last episode, check that out. It's on. If you're at work, you can't watch it, just listen to that thing, man. It's on Spotify. Wherever you listen to your podcast at, it's over there. And if you want to take your time and go watch that podcast now, don't do that. Stay right here. Stay right here. You know what I mean? But his comments was kind of like mine, man, as far as like Cam being there so long, being a vet. Him not coming is really not a big deal. Like what, without saying kind of preserve his body or whatnot, it is the thing like Coach can focus on the newer guys, the guys he don't know. He knows Cam. There's certain guys, I don't even think TJ's there, but TJ's probably there. You know what I mean? But it's certain guys that they've been around for so long that they don't even really need to be around, like, to in the beginning of things, man. It's kind of like preseason, you're really looking at the other guys. You already know what you guys are going to do. You're looking at the other guys. How many of them other guys going to end up being guys? You feel me? So that's how, so I kind of like his thing. And he deflected, also putting it out there. It's not an issue. It's not even, and that's good because the report's been going crazy, man, from every direction. Hold on. And they didn't really get into to a lot of questions, man. But it's day one, Coach T. And also the other thing that stuck out to me was the Cole Holcomb talk. And I mean, I thought that would be something he wouldn't speak on, but the way he answered it made me feel like, all right, he might, what I mean, he might be able to come back to us this year, man, after hearing a report that he may not. He may not. So I don't know. It'll be nice to have him in the fold, because that means we can really rotate. We really have depth there. Like, it ain't even a thing of having guys being tired, because you'll have multiple guys that can do multiple things. But if he can't come back, I'm not really tripping either, man. I'd rather him be healthy than come back and get messed up, man. I'm a New York Knicks fan, and OG Anunoby, y'all may know him, y'all may not know him. He played for the Knicks. He had a hamstring problem. He tried to come back for Game 7, and he looked like he could. I don't want to use no crazy references, but he definitely looked like he had to go to the bathroom. You feel me? That's how he was running up and down the court. He was hitting some shots, but it was like it was not worth it having you out there, bro. So that's how I feel about Cole Holcomb, man. Just get healthy, man. But yeah, so that's that. I seen a couple videos of media talking about competition, stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, they say, I remember reading that and hearing Mike Tomlin say that Russ got pole position pause, to do his thing. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I kind of put me at ease. I'm not thinking about competition. I'm not gonna lie. I did see a little bit of clips of these two talking. I didn't see the whole thing. So I'm actually gonna be watching the whole thing for the first time. But I seen little clips. I feel like it is going to be a little competition. I feel like right now, before I even watch this video, Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, it's like, yeah, it's Russ's job to lose. I feel like that's where the competition's at. If Justin Fields can pick up things like that, it's like, all right, Russ, we can kind of put you on the back up. You know what I mean? Probably try to trade you for something. But those little parts. So let's watch this whole thing in its entirety and see if it changes my mind. Let me pull this thing up.
Competing, getting better. We got a great group of guys on offense, defense, special teams. Obviously, a great head coach. It's an honor to be able to play for him, play with him, and just it's just good to be back on the field again. Just all of us getting better today.
What are the emotions like day one, just getting into the swing of it all?
Yeah, I think that when you think about it, it's the same game that you always loved. When you're a young kid and you dream about these moments like this, be a Pittsburgh Steeler. And I remember watching guys like Ben Roethlisberger, some other all-time greats in the past too as well. Watching Coach Tomlin, watching Coach Cowher, watching the tradition here. You can tell, I remember, playing the Steelers several times, the fan base, how engulfed it is. You can definitely feel it every day, and that's a special thing. We were just focused on being the best that we can be together. And so it was a blessing to be out here.
Is this first day bigger than any other first days you've had? You've had a lot of them in your career, first days, but coming into this situation.
I think that when you treat every day as day one, and you realize that every day you just try to have a learning, experience, you embrace the moments, you look forward to the challenges, you look forward to the newness of it all. If you have that mentality, you embrace every day. You got to treat every practice, every game, every warm up, every day as if you're getting prepared for the Super Bowl and it's Super Bowl week. And so, that's just kind of the mentality you got to have. And so I think that even though it's OTAs, that's the mentality I think our team has.
A lot of
You have
newness
to
out
get
there.
used to like a whole new team and a lot of guys. Who are some of the guys that you like leaned on to get to know first? Some guys you've gotten closer to in your early days with the Steelers?
Yeah, obviously the beginning of the whole process, obviously Big Cam, Hayward, obviously TJ too as well. We've known each other, played against each other several times. Minka, I love watching him and competing against him. He's just a tremendous player. There's also guys like Big Queen, just seeing him out here and his being on the same field with him, the type of level of player that he is. Watching GP out in the field today. There's guys that have been working their tails off, like Calvin Austin and his ability he came out to San Diego, train, Pat Fryermuth, same thing, Van Jefferson. These guys are dedicated to the game. Quez Watkins looks great. Just so many guys. Callaway I played with before. There's different guys, and I'm excited about some. We're so young, but yet so talented. And I think that if we embrace the challenge every day, if we embrace the opportunity every day, we can go places. And
I like Russ' enthusiasm, man. But brother, you're not young like these fellas. But I feel you though. Nah, he's saying a lot of good things, man. I like that he named every receiver. I like that he named every receiver, man. So especially like guys like Quez Watkins, where it's like, I know that probably if he watched it, it's like, all right, yeah, man, I might have a chance. He might up his game, So I like that. That's like good leadership right there.
Be a tough road and a tough challenge every day, and that's the good thing about it. That's what we love about the game.
How did you feel about the chemistry on the field today with all these new guys for you?
Yeah, I felt great about it. I think the chemistry was great. I think the guys were in and out of the huddle. They're working their butts off. We're going to get better as we go too. That's a good thing. We got to keep that edge, and I think that's really important along the way. And so I think the best thing was too is we get to go against one of the best defenses in the world, every day. So it's going to make us better. It's going to rise, us on offense. We look forward to that challenge every day, and it's just a great team and great culture.
You mentioned your
Arthur Smith, and what do you feel like are going to be some of the characteristics of his offense, and what do you hope are some of the characteristics of his offense?
I've been able to watch and experience Coach Arthur Smith over the years, and just his knowledge of the game, his knowledge of getting people in the right places at the right time, the physicality that he coaches with in terms of having all of us players play with that mentality. We're going to be able to run the ball downhill, obviously. Play action is going to be key. I think just doing all the right things in the right moments. Situational football is everything. And if we can do that as a collective offense and defense and special teams, we got a chance. And that's all you ask for.
Does it mean something to you at this stage in your career to invest in a young player's career like Justin Fields?
Yeah, of course. I think Justin and I have known each other for the past several years, ever since he came in the NFL, really when he was at Ohio State. And we've gotten to know each other. We used to text each other all the time and everything. Now we're in the same room. So every day, I'm trying to be my best so I can also show him and vice versa. And we're just continue to challenge one another, be the best version we can be for this football team. And that's the great part about it. And so we got a lot of respect, regard. We played against each other several times too. So just love the process of it all.
You mentioned your relationship with Cam. What was your reaction to him not being here today?
Listen, I've been able to play in the league a long time. And, the reality is that if anybody's prepared, Cam Hayward's prepared. And this guy is one of the best to ever do it at his position. He's a guy that's experienced. When you take all that experience and everything else, plus the family dynamics and just the whole process. It's a business. Everybody knows that, and everybody goes through it, and it's a process. But if anybody's been here, even though he's not physically here, he's here in spirit every day with us, and that's what we love about him. And so we're going to support him no matter what. He's going to be ready to go. We know that about him. I know that about him playing against him, and I'm excited to get him back on the field whenever that time is right.
Do you view this as a competition, or how do you view kind of your role, and how do you establish your leadership in this?
Yeah, I think every day you look at it to be the best version of you. I think that's always a competition internally, and then you're always competing against the other 31 other teams, and then and so I think that you step on the field with that mentality. Nothing should ever change. So I think that's how I've always looked at it, and that's the part I embrace.
Russ, how much input are you going to have with this offense?
Yeah, I think a lot. I think that obviously Coach Arthur Smith and I, we share a lot of the similarities, a lot of experiences. A lot to prove, a lot to show, a lot to do, a lot to accomplish. He's got big desires. I do too. We do it too as a team. We're all in this thing together. So knowledge is everything. To be understand what we're trying to do, how we're trying to get there, and do it the best way, and the most efficient way possible.
Mike Tomlin
said in a couple interviews that you, Arthur Smith, and Justin Fields all are a bit scalded, is the term that he used. Do you feel like that? Do you have a sense with those guys that you all have something to prove?
I wouldn't say I'm scalded. I would say that if anything, I've just learned a lot, and I think that internally you get better, you get tougher, you use your experiences, use the challenges that you've gone through to be the best version of you. And so I don't blink, and I'm looking forward to the challenge and the opportunity.
What do you see in guys like Najee, guys?
He's already starting with the Tomlin stuff. I don't blink. I knew he wasn't gonna like that word scolded. I was like, oh, that's a little heavy, don't you think?
Guys like Cam, who they're maybe on the last year of their deal. Do you see extra motivation in guys like that in other times of your career?
Yeah, I think the guys like that who are so talented and everything else, and they put the work in. The reality is that these guys are putting the work in, whether if it's here in Pittsburgh, whether if it's back home, whatever it is, all year. It's a 365-day job. It's that's the mentality that we have as players, and it's a lifestyle. And so these guys, like guys like Najee and everything else. You saw him obviously out here. He's learning every play. He's asking all the questions. And when he's not here, if he's not here, he's texting, asking, "Hey, what was this? What was that?" And just a great teammate. A guy who really wants to win. And that's the best part about this culture, this organization is it's a winning organization. Guys who really want to do everything they can possible, and that's what we're focused on. It's just winning the day each day.
There's been questions about the depth of the receiver room beyond George. What have you seen from the guys just from a little bit you got?
I've seen a lot of talent, a lot of excitement, a lot of confidence, a lot of ability, a lot of guys who are learning, in the process, and that's the part that you love. I remember when I was a young rookie, and you're learning the way, you're learning every detail, and guys like Roman Wilson who just got here, he's working his butt off learning. Guys obviously as Calvin Austin, as I mentioned earlier, he's working his tail off, leading the way every day in the front of the line. Guys like GP who's so incredibly talented, but he's only early in his career, and he's going to have so much opportunity, and it's going to be a great thing for him. So I love the receiver room. I love the guys that we have, and we're gonna be able to compete with those guys and hopefully win a lot of games with the guys we have.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. Yep.
First of all, just welcome to Pittsburgh. What was your reaction when you heard that you were traded to the Steelers, and what are you looking forward to most here?
Yeah, when I first got traded, I was actually, I think it was like 10 o'clock in Italy. I was at dinner, and, I had mixed emotions. I was excited, but, also, sad that I was leaving Chicago. But since my time here, I've enjoyed it a lot. Meet my new teammates, the coaches, everybody's here great. And they've definitely made the transition for me easier, for sure.
What have been your first impressions just on this offense and Mike Tomlin as Coach Tomlin?
Yeah, I think just listening to the team meetings today, Coach T, and just the way he talks about it, he's like the best coach I've ever played with. Just speaking to the team, like as a leader, as that vocal point. But he's been great. Got here, he was straight up with me, straight up and honest with me, so I appreciate that. And what was the second part of the question?
Just what's it been like kind of just adapting with this team, this offense?
Arthur, he's very meticulous in the way he,
I'm assuming when Mike Tomlin was straight up with him, he was straight up like, look, man, I'm not handing you nothing. If you want this starting job, take it from him. That's what I'm thinking Mike Tomlin said. You feel me?
Explains the offense very detailed, and we've kind of been focusing on setting the foundation, not really getting too far ahead of ourselves, setting the foundation blocks, and just setting that base, and not working too far ahead, but also getting a good amount to where guys can learn and process it and know the why behind certain things.
Justin, how do you view this opportunity? Do you look at it as a chance to start? Do you look at it as a home for 1 year? How do you view this?
I think it's both. To be honest, I'm taking it day by day. I'm definitely competing. I think Russ knows that. We're competing against each other every day. Him being out there for me, that helps me getting better. Us pushing each other. So I definitely don't have the mindset of me just sitting all year. So I'm coming in every day, giving it all I got, and pushing him to be his best, and he's pushing me to be my best each and every day. So appreciate that.
You had a relationship. Justin Fields said, "Yo, I know what Mike Tomlin said, but look, I'm about to ball out. I'm about to do my damnest to take this job from this man. But he's going about it the right way. It's not going about it. He's not going about it by hating. It's all about the work. I like that."
before this.
Yeah.
Does this kind of help it grow now that you're on the same team?
I mean, yeah. The first time I ever talked to Russell was when I was in college. So, we've known each other for a good bit now, and the fact that I get to, learn stuff from him, the things that he's accomplished, up to this point in his career has been great. So, just me learning just the little details, how he's so meticulous and detailed within every rep, every individual drill. It just kind of makes me think that's what I should be doing each and every time. So I'm glad to have him here and glad to be able to learn from him.
Justin, how do you look back on the time?
You're doing good. You say what?
How do you look back on the time in Chicago?
Yeah. There's a lot of ups and downs, but all in all, I appreciate every relationship that I built. All my teammates, they know that. Nothing but love for the city, for the fans, and for my, old teammates and coaches.
Did you feel they did everything they should have done to facilitate your growth?
I'm not really gonna, harp on the past. It is what it is. It's in the past. Now I'm here now. So, like I said.
Good job, Justin. Good job.
I'm grateful to be here and grateful to be a part of this team.
When you find out that you're traded at 10 o'clock local time, are you able to sleep that night? Are you on the phone? What kind of happens after you get that news?
Yeah. I've been dealing with, people for, a long time. So in my exit meeting, we were in the same situation last year with having the number 1 pick, and it was just a little bit different this year. So, I'm not naive to the fact that, I can read body language and stuff like that. So it wasn't really just a shock to where it's like, I got traded. Like I knew what was going to happen beforehand. So I'm just glad I got, traded to the spot that I wanted to be at. So
Speaking of that,
it was good I got traded to a spot that I wanted to be at. You know what that means? Yeah. My stance is still the stance. I think Russ is the way to go, this year. But Justin Fields, the ball really is on his court. His play, because his mindset right now, for some reason, like this is my first time really hearing him talk, and he sounds like a vet. He sounds like a young vet, you know what I mean? It was fourth year right now. Saying all the right stuff, dodging the right questions, answering things, giving the media an answer so they don't keep asking the same question. Yeah, man, I like what I'm seeing from him right now. Now it's a matter of what is he going to do on the field.
Is it a relief to get the news that it's happened?
I think so. I think when you're just, waiting, because I knew I was going to get traded, at the end of the day. That's just what it was. So it was just, just me waiting and, me, trying to figure out where I'm going to be at and stuff like that. It was definitely a relief.
And, when players want to go where they want to play, I don't even want to just, it's in general. If you go to a job or you get hired at a job and the job is something that you actually love to do, you're going to be the best employee just because you're doing what you love and you're getting paid for it. You're not going to get comfortable. You're going to get comfortable in the fact that you're doing something that you love and you're going to keep growing. That's the only level of comfort you're going to have. The fact that you're going to keep growing because you're going to keep going harder each day, And so that's telling, man, that he wanted to be here, so he might have a rocket on his back. Who knows?
How to be on a team and know where I'm going to be at. So.
Justin, how about being traded into a really good situation? Because you could have gone a lot of places.
Yeah, shout out to Pose. He would communicate it to him, through my agent, and I told him where I wanted to be, and this was the place I wanted to be. So, he honored that, and I appreciate him for that, and glad he was able to put me in the spot where I wanted to be at.
What needs to go right for you to become the guy that you kind of envisioned when you came out in the first round? And
you said what needs to go right?
Yeah, I know you're going to put the work in, but you're in a good spot. What are the little things that you think it's going to take to get you to become the guy that we all kind of?
I think I just got to keep working every day. Like I said before, just being detailed in every drill, not taking a day off, and it's good having Russ here, learning from him, us pushing each other each and every day. So I think just controlling what I can control, every time I step on the field, just ball out and play to the best of my abilities, and let God handle the rest. So.
What guy has been on the team has been helpful to you or closest to you as far as getting used to the team, the organization, the plays, or working in practice?
Yeah, I mean, this is a new offense, so nobody really has been in the offense before. But, I mean, there's a lot of young guys on the team. So I think just that fact right there, it's easier to communicate with people and kind of just build that relationship because you have so much in common already. So I've already hung out with a handful of guys on the team. I already built those relationships, and, we're just going to continue to grow, get closer with each other, and, ready to get to play on season. So.
Justin, what was it about this team, this situation that appealed to you?
Just the culture. I really think at Ohio State.
The culture. Mike Tomlin's the culture.
I think there's a video that dropped with, Coach T. I can just, feel the energy and just.
Damn the caption. You heard what he said. Let me rewind.
I think there's a video that dropped with, Coach T. I can just, feel the energy and just, just the consistency throughout the years and the culture that Coach T has and just the standard that, the Steelers have set, this organization has set. So I think that was the biggest appeal for me. And, our defense is always,
So, if we didn't have Mike Tomlin, will we have this player on our team? He probably would have been in Atlanta. We've been right out here.
Top tier. You can't win games.
Be careful what you wish for. Because when it happens, you're going to miss it.
That defense. So, just the culture, Coach T, and of course the team itself. So.
It wasn't an issue that it was a situation where they had literally days before had gotten a guy that they said this is going to be our starter.
No, I mean I wanted to come here before Russ got here and after too. So it was more so the team, not worried about who was here, none of that. So, yeah.
What were your first thoughts of Pittsburgh when you got here? The actual city, the people.
I mean, I will say this. I think Pittsburgh has has a lot of nice people. That's one thing I've noticed. Like, I've taken a few Ubers to the airport, and I've had full 30-minute conversation with the Uber driver. So, just people, their generosity, their niceness. I'm going out, and people don't even know who I am. They're just being so nice to me. So I think that's one thing I've noticed. And then I started going on walks this past off season, so just the different views of the city, the bridges and stuff like that, is pretty cool to me. So.
Justin, I know the offense is new, it's just day one, but from what you've learned so far, how do you feel like Arthur Smith's offense is going to fit your skill set, some of the things you do well?
I mean, I think he's had experience with dual threat quarterbacks, a lot of quarterbacks in the past, Ryan, Marcus, of course Desmond and Tyler in the past few years. So he knows how to play to his players' strengths, and of course he's new here too, so he's got to figure out what guys do what things the best way, and we're just going to keep building and getting better every day. But I definitely trust them to put everybody in the right spot to have as much success as possible. So.
You mentioned that after Steelers signed Russell, you still wanted to come here, but did you think that door might be shut because they signed Russell? But at that point, they still had Kenny here.
Yeah, I definitely, with Kenny still here and then Russell here, I definitely thought the door was shut, so I didn't know where I was going to end up at that point. But kind of, my agent kind of gave me a heads up a couple of days before that Kenny might be getting traded. So kind of when I heard that, and then I actually saw it happen in real time, then I kind of, knew.
Hey, Justin, man, they about to get that kid up out of there. Who? They about to get Kenny up out of there, man. He don't want to work. He's scared of competition. Word? All right, cool, man. Competition is nothing. I'm ready to compete. Shout out to Justin Fields, man. Shout out to his agent, too, man. He a funny guy.
Kind of where I was going at that point. So.
Now that you get the restart, where do you see yourself going from here? Do you feel like you're a player that's still ascending and can still grow a lot?
I know I am. I mean, I'm not the same quarterback as I was last year, and I'm not the same quarterback as I even was yesterday. So I'm, going to continue to get better each and every day, and especially with the help of Tom, our quarterback coach. He's smart, and Matt Baker, he's super smart too, and then Russell, like I said, just learning from all three of those guys, and having them by my side and having them getting me better each and every day, pushing me to be my best. I mean, I think I have a lot more room to grow. So I'm nowhere near my ceiling, for sure.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you guys.
I like that. I like the interviews, man. If I had to compare and contrast to me is like if you had your eyes closed and you didn't know what none of them sound like, I think you'll be able to tell who was Russ and who was Justin Fields. Russ, his conversation, it was all, I want to say vet, but like a true vet, like a Super Bowl champion, been there, done that, new challenge, you know, the leadership is there, making sure he's name dropped. He was name dropping like Game. I ain't gonna lie. You know, the rapper Game, like he was name dropping like him. He said a whole lot of names, man. And like I said, even mentioned somebody like Quez Watkins, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that may not make the team. It's like, all right, man, you trying to touch everybody, you know, where Justin Fields, you can tell he's the guy that's like, all right, man, I'm here. I'm somewhere, a better environment. Time to really start my career again. You know, it's also a new challenge, but it's like, you know, you can see that his potential can be way higher than what Russ is giving us now. You know, it's all a matter of what type of work he puts in and how the cards align, man, because, you know, it takes a lot to win. So, you know, I like that, man. I like both interviews. And there's one more set of interviews here. Talked to Broderick Jones, Dan Moore, George Pickens, Pat Fryermuth, and somebody else. I can't see that there. But we're going to get that out, and then we're going to wrap this thing on up because I ain't got nothing else to watch. You hear it? And then, you know, I got to get ready to get ready. You got to get ready to get ready. Oh, okay, Wilson. Wilson's the last person. I don't know which Wilson, but we'll find out.
His selection impacts whether you're on the right side.
At the end of the day, football is football. You know, right side, left side.
Let me tell you what he really meant to say. Hey man, it's fucking football, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, we just gonna fucking play. You know what I mean?
Backfield, you know, you just got to be prepared to play whenever your name is called.
Have they told you anything? I know Omar said to us at the combine that the plan is to put you at left tackle.
Yes. Yeah. Eventually, like you, that's the key word there. So, you know, they still got me swinging both ways right now, just like last year. So, you know, we just got.
Hold up.
Gotta wait for. They still got me swinging both. Yeah, eventually, like you, that's the key word there. So, you know, they still got me swinging both ways right now, just like last year. So, you know, we just got to wait for the season to get here and see what's really set in stone and go from there.
Do you have a preference at all? I mean,
I don't care. I really don't care what side they put me on, you know, as long as I'm in.
Yeah, you can kind of tell Broderick Jones had a real workout, yo, because he kind of like, I don't really want to do this shit right now. That's the type of, you feel me? That's the type of energy I'm getting. Like, yo, he don't really want to do this right now.
In the starting lineup, that's fine with me. You know, I'm an aggressive player. You know, I'm a team player, so wherever they need me to play, I'm ready to play.
Any difference with the two quarterbacks behind you?
At first it was, you know, just getting acclimated with the cadences, you know, with both of them, and you know, just the way like they take control of the huddle. But at the end of the day, both of them get the job done. You know, it's no secret it's going to be a battle. But you know, I just wish both of them the best. You know, and just being able to come in and, you know, like Drew Brees said the other day, using one of the quarterbacks like a Taysom Hill, if you know possible, if it presents itself, just being able to prepare the same way as if either one is going to be the starter, because you never know.
Do you think you might do all that Taysom Hill stuff with Justin?
You never know. You know, we got a whole new scheme, whole new offense, so no telling what they might throw at us.
What about getting used to when they break the pocket? How far Russ likes to drop back?
That's what I asked him when he first got here. I said, "Damn, you sure? Would you take a 15-step drop?"
What did he say?
He said, "Nah." He said, "I can see." I said, "All right."
Did you know Fields at all before this from being Georgia guy?
I met him. I met him a couple times. Really didn't get to know him. It was just on here and there type basis. But we've hung out a couple times down here since he's been here. So we getting to know each other. And
wanna upgrade but still paying off your locked phone? Break free from 3-year device contracts. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll pay off your phone and upgrade you to a new Samsung Galaxy.
That shit out here, man.
Is that something you're comfortable with? I think it was last summer up at camp, right? You said it's kind of like wiping with the other hand. Is that something you're trying to work on, or do you feel like, hey, I've done enough at left tackle at this point in my career? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a fine line. I mean, based off of the amount of starts that I have on the left side,
Yeah. Dan Moore was like, look, man, I ain't one of them guys that can play on the left and right. I'm only good over here, bro.
I would like to view myself as a left tackle in this league. The reality is, there's competition.
The reality is, if I don't learn how to play on this side over here, I might be fucking done.
Teams have different.
Not cut, but, not a starter.
So, I mean, it's kind of just wherever they need me, then I got to adapt.
You drew a lot of praise from Broderick and a lot of the other guys who locker room how you handled the situation last year. Did you do it the same way with Troy this year? Did you have the same approach to him as you did with Broderick a year ago?
Yeah. I mean, speaking on a situation like that, I feel like it's more of a character thing. I feel like that's just more of personality. I don't see that changing this year. I see it being just the same way. If anything, Broad will be a huge help with him being in the same position as Troy was last year. Him having fresh things on his brain from his rookie season that he can pitch in on. And then hopefully me being able to help with the amount of games that I played.
Do you feel like different than you did last year if they asked you, right?
I don't know. I mean, I probably would feel the exact same way I felt last year.
That's the first time I remember that was not good, right?
Yeah, nah. So,
not everyone can play both sides. Right?
Not everyone can play both sides. The people that can are really blessed and really athletic people. But yeah, I mean, I kind of just do whatever they tell me.
Troy said you did reach out to him right when they picked him up. Is that something that you kind of made a point to do rather than avoid that? Or
yeah, man. I mean, kid just got drafted.
Trying to start some shit, man.
That's probably the best moment of his life. You know what I mean? I remember that moment. I know that I would want to be welcomed. I mean, we are happy to help him. He's going to push a lot of people in this room. We're going to help him grow. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you would say that's something that I try to do.
In terms of being in this room, you have some of this experience. Do you feel like you need to be, quote, a leader, if that's the right word? Is that something that's a role in that room that we should have this year?
I mean, yeah, in a certain way. I lead by example. So, whatever I'm doing outside on the field, I think the guys are going to follow me. And then I'm going to always help them, tell them, you want to do this and you want to do that, and they'll listen to me, because it's part of the game, helping other receivers out. Receivers can help receivers. Receivers can critique other receivers. So, me personally, I'll just go out and show it by my play. I'm not really a huge talker, to be honest.
And two more. I know you mentioned that everything's new with the offense and Arthur Smith,
They say, yo, he only get 3 questions, y'all.
quarterbacks. Is there a different feel at this point in the season where you guys were maybe a year ago or your rookie year? Is there just a different feel in the building on the practice field?
I can't take it's day one, so
yeah.
I mean, their personality, they're new people. I just say that. That's probably the only thing.
Good answer, George.
Thanks, George.
Featuring the tight end.
And they didn't even get to the 3rd question. They just said, yo, get him out of there.
As a guy playing the position, does that excite you? What kind of thoughts do you have of what he might do with the position group?
Yeah, man, it's been awesome just being here, phase 1, phase 2, getting to understand and installing the offense. It's been great to kind of understand what he's looking for us. It's a lot, but I think me, Darnell, Prue, Connor, Hot Rod, we're all looking forward to having that much on our plate, and we're ready to execute and excited for it.
What stood out for you with
That's crazy, yo. Like, some capable tight ends, man. Like, not all of them's gonna be on a team. That is gonna be sad.
Yeah, man, his leadership. He's going regardless.
Outside of Pat and Darnell, I can't even say Darnell for real, but I'm gonna say Darnell. But I think everyone else is really fighting for a third spot, man. And I hope Connor Hayward wins, man, because I think he could be impactful, man.
Some mishaps in practice or mishaps in training or something like that. He's always gonna.
Hot Rod, I hope he just stays around. Like last year, you don't know what happens. He saved Danny Smith. You feel me? Danny Smith was about to get stomped out, but he saved him. And he's a good tight end too.
Push you to get there and great to have him keel in the huddle.
About the ability, though.
Yeah. His arm's awesome. Just kind of seeing his pinpoint accuracy. Expecting us where to be, and if we're not there, he's going to tell us. And that's great having that accountability aspect back there.
What do you think the biggest change would be offensively, in terms of how you guys are going about it?
I think it's just honestly like our approach and our mentality. Since day one, we understood what the goal was and what we want to be, and I think we're all embracing that. Obviously, with our new draft picks on the offensive line, we're going to embrace the physicality aspect of it, and so we all have to grow into that and adapt to that. And I think we all have the right mentality to do that. So I'm excited for it.
And do you think you look like you have established commodities at tight end?
Yeah.
And the receiver looks like you got one guy and a lot of question marks. Is that going to dictate who gets the ball a little bit?
No, I mean, obviously, like you guys think there's some question marks, and rightfully so. But we're all understanding, where we're capable of playing. We're all in the NFL for a reason. So, we have full trust in all the receivers and all the tight ends and all the running backs and everyone that's asked to do certain jobs. We're all excited for the opportunity, and it's all almost like a fresh start. So we're all going to embrace it and go attack it.
Are you hopeful about getting an extension?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that right now. I'm worried about, the offense, learning it, being a leader on the offense.
Pat couldn't wait to answer that. Oh, no, I'm not worried about it right now. Oh.
And stepping that up, and I'm going to let my age front office handle all that.
You've had some injuries, and the offense was what it was last year. What's your ceiling, do you think? How close have you come?
I'm not even close. I don't think so. I think I'm right where I want to be in my career. Obviously, I have to stay healthy, but I'm excited to showcase what I can do this year and do whatever's asked of me.
Lobby for three to be next to you here in the locker room, or what?
No, I mean, I was next to Ben. It was a great experience, and so next to Russ now. So hopefully that's a great experience.
How much communication has there been between you guys and your reps and the team so far?
Yeah, a lot of communication. That's one big thing with Russ is he always wants to communicate, and it's awesome. Everyone's on the same page, and so there's no really question marks. It's Russ's way.
Communication. We may have quarterbacks that didn't like to communicate. Interesting. Communication.
Hey, it's Coach Smith's way. It's whatever we're asked to do, and that's if we adjust to that and understand our role.
Obviously, being part of a quarterback competition, really, in college, not new to you. Been here, what have you seen from Justin in that second role and trying to pick up from that?
Yeah, man, Justin's been great. They all been great. Even Kyle, all three of them been great for us. They're all on the same page, so then it helps us to be all on the same page with them. They're very routine with what they do and what they expect from the receivers and tight ends. So it's been great, and I'm excited to get rolling with all three of them.
Feel like there's been a lot of change?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even you guys being in the locker room, I'm sure there's a lot. You guys can see a lot of change. So I just think, everything out there on the field, new coaches, new ways of doing things, new things being asked. So there's excitement and there's newness, and I think it's good for everyone involved.
Do you do anything like 7 shots previously?
7 shots?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't do it how they do it here. I kind of prefer how they do it. It's really nice. But
why he say that like he thought they was talking about drinking? 7 shots? Like, how y'all know about that?
We do red zone at Michigan and things like that, but I really like the way they do it. It's real competitive.
And the one to you in the back, is that good or not good?
I had 2. One of them definitely not good. I only got 1 foot down. I gotta get 2 feet down on those, but it was a good period. I learned a lot.
That's one of the areas you excelled last year in Michigan. That was sort of the red zone work with 15 on him. Just made a lot of your touchdowns, right?
I mean, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I'm sure that low red at Michigan, they throw it sometimes, so I just got to be ready.
Yeah, that conversation that's going on over here, loud as hell.
People are talking about how Arthur Smith's offense doesn't use a ton of receivers besides a main number one. But do you think that there's some diversification to be had there with the group that you have assembled right now?
No, this offense definitely uses the receivers a lot. I mean, the way you're referring to it, I mean, if you want to say, as far as throwing the ball, but receivers are used a lot in the run game. And, that's just part of my game, too. I'm just going to go in and do whatever I can to help this team win.
So you think he's going to incorporate a little bit more 11 personnel than he had in Atlanta, for instance?
I got no idea what he's going to do, but whatever he does, just make sure I'm ready for it.
Like, look, man, I don't know what the hell you're going to do, man. We just learned this right now. You know what I mean? But, yeah. I like the energy, man. I like the energy from everybody, man. George Pickens' media skills got up. Granted, it was only 2 questions, maybe 3. I mean, they may have asked him 2 questions in one. I may have missed that, but they was trying to bait him. He ain't take the bait. Good job, George. Roman was funny, man, because it definitely sounded like if you just heard him talking, you'd have thought he was talking about drinking up until a point where he started really talking football. But that was funny. Broderick Jones looked like he didn't really want to do it. He even referenced the Drew Brees topic. You know what I mean? Probably saw it on SteelersFor7 podcast, the last episode, man. Who knows? I don't know, man. You know what I mean? But, out of all the interviews, yeah, I like the energy. It's getting me more hype for football season, OTAs. There's going to be more videos coming out. I'm going to actually see because something did come out. We can just watch that real quick, but hey, But yeah, man. To finally hear Justin Fields talk for the first time, I like his mindset, man. I definitely like his mindset. Definitely like to see how he grows with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pause that no, I don't see nothing here. Let me check the site. Steelers.com. Shout out to Steelers.com. They be having these videos early. And rightfully so. It's just site. There was some Steelers alumni out there. I think they had a flag football game. Shout out to D. She was out there. You know what I mean? Let me see. We can watch this and then I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. It's from the Renaissance situation. I mean, this is from the Steelers. This when the alumni pulled up, man. So this is from Steelers.com. We watch this and I'm gonna get up out of here. It's only a minute. Okay, I can catch. Hold up. Hold up, son. Hold up. Wait a minute. Before even that, let me go back. Did I see Ike Taylor catch the ball? Yeah, hold up, son. Shout out to Ike, man. If you know, you know. Why the defense out here juking? Yo, if Troy had cleats, he had that. If Troy had some type of cleats, he would have had that. Oh, who that?
Come back.
Yo, I ain't running. All right, they got a mixture of a lot of people in there. Okay, bust out there. That's what's up. That was what's up. I know that was probably fun to check out. Check out live and whatnot, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody that was in here, man. SteelersFor7LIVE. You know, right now we're doing this every Wednesday at 12 noon. You feel me? Eastern time. But you know what I mean? This is always fun. You know, YouTube don't trip. If YouTube trips, then I'm gonna move this shit to another plizzy. You feel me? But they didn't trip on the last one. So I ain't gonna trip now, man. But appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Steelers for 7 podcast will be out. Will be live, Friday at 7 o'clock. Let me make sure. 2 p.m. At 12. So Friday at 12, Steelers for 7 podcast. You know what I mean? Episode 147. It's going to be up. We're going to talk about a couple teams, a couple more things, especially about OTAs like the rest of the week and whatnot, man. So keep a lock on that. It's your man, Kev Easy. VSN all day. Shout out to the family, man. You already know, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you on YouTube. Make sure you repost. You feel me? Follow if you on X or Twitter. You know, I'm gonna still say Twitter, but X is starting to pop up in the brain and all that. So I started to say X. You feel me? And on IG, keep doing what you're doing, baby. You know what I'm saying? But it's your guy, Kev Easy. I'm out of here. Let me send y'all on y'all way. Come out of here.
It's a new season, baby. SteelersFor7 podcast, you already know what it is, man. Gang, you already know what it is, man. It's still the gang, it's the gang. You already know what it is, man. Going for that motherfucking Super Bowl, yeah.
Steelers for 7, yeah, we about to go get it. Still a gang, we win it. Go down in the trenches, yeah. We ain't trying to kick it like Drake. We do it for the Sixers, then we can kick it, yeah. This our division, the other 3 go missing. Come on, let's get it, yeah. This our division, Super Bowl, let's win it. Steelers for 7, yeah, we about to go get it. Still a gang, we win it. Go down in the trenches, yeah. We ain't trying to kick it like Drake. We do it for the Sixers, then we can kick it, yeah. This our division, the other 3 go missing. Come on, let's get it, yeah. This our division, Super Bowl, let's win it.